Have you ever wondered how Corythosaurus, a dinosaur with a unique helmet-like crest, stood its ground among other Cretaceous giants? Let's journey back in time to the year 1914, when the first fossil of this unique dinosaur was discovered. The Corythosaurus, with its distinct crest, is as fascinating as it is unique. This herbivorous dinosaur roamed the Earth during the late Cretaceous period, a time that was home to some of the most renowned dinosaurs. Picture a world dominated by the mighty T-Rex, the formidable Triceratops, and many other colossal creatures. The Cretaceous period, spanning from about 145 million to 66 million years ago, was indeed a time of giants. Yet amid these titanic beasts, the Corythosaurus thrived. But how, with such formidable creatures roaming the Earth, how did the Corythosaurus manage to survive? To understand how Corythosaurus held its own, we need to delve deeper into its unique attributes. This fascinating dinosaur is known for its distinctive crest, perched atop its skull like an ornate helmet. Scientists theorize that this crest, filled with nasal passages, was a tool for vocal communication, or perhaps even a display of dominance. The Corythosaurus was a herbivore, its diet consisting of a smorgasbord of Cretaceous vegetation. The dinosaur's habitat is thought to have been warm and humid, with lush, dense forests and meandering rivers, quite the prehistoric paradise. Behaviorally, the Corythosaurus likely moved in herds, driven by a collective instinct for survival. It's also believed that this dinosaur was a proficient swimmer, navigating its watery environment with grace and agility. These unique traits combined to make the Corythosaurus a competent, if not formidable, contender in the Cretaceous world. Now that we've gotten to know Corythosaurus a bit more, let's see how it compares to other Cretaceous giants. Corythosaurus lived in a time of giants, but it was no pushover. In the verdant world of the Cretaceous era, the Corythosaurus was a unique player, standing out among the hulking behemoths that dominated the landscape. While it may not have been the biggest dinosaur around, it certainly had its own set of strengths that allowed it to thrive. Let's consider size. The Tyrannosaurus rex, the quintessential Cretaceous giant, could reach up to 40 feet in length. The Triceratops, another heavyweight of this era, could be nearly 30 feet long. Compared to these titans, the Corythosaurus, at approximately 30 feet, might seem less formidable. But let's not forget, its size was still impressive, and it was more than capable of holding its own. Diet is another critical factor that set the Corythosaurus apart from its contemporaries. While the T-Rex was a carnivore, feasting on the flesh of other dinosaurs, and the Triceratops was a herbivore munching on low-lying vegetation, the Corythosaurus was likely an herbivore too, but with a twist. Its unique duck-billed mouth and hundreds of teeth were perfectly adapted for eating coarse, fibrous plants that other dinosaurs couldn't digest. Lastly, let's examine lifestyle. The T-Rex was a solitary hunter, while the Triceratops likely lived in herds for protection. The Corythosaurus, on the other hand, was a social dinosaur, living in large groups and possibly migrating in search of food. This social behavior could have contributed to their survival, as there's safety in numbers. In many ways, the Corythosaurus was the antithesis of the typical Cretaceous giant. It was not as large as the T-Rex or as heavily armored as the Triceratops. Yet it was perfectly adapted to its environment and its lifestyle, which allowed it to thrive in a world dominated by giants. Despite its seemingly less intimidating stature, the Corythosaurus thrived among the Cretaceous giants, proving that in the world of dinosaurs, size isn't everything.